So Kuminga, Damian Lee, Bielitsa, Moody, and Jordan Poole. Oh, Kuminga with the attack and finish. And
just a little drop step move. They're putting him really close to the basket. Chance for success high.
Catch and shoot, Frank Jackson. Now, when I mentioned Detroit's,
just saying, don't be afraid to show and go one of those.
Speaking of show and go,
there's well, but no one thing great. And
but if he's your 9th or 10th guy, you feel,
yeah,
you know,
which is cool. Pretty Jeff Green. I'm not saying he's a slow person like you did.
I did not say that. Moses Moody.
As a young player, you just want to have a strategy when you come in the game. That's good. Pass.
Jordan Poole. That's the way to
ability. Warriors have had some really good passing big men. Talk about Zaza and Bogut.
Corey Joseph, nice pass.
Hamilton's got some competition this year. Verstappen. Killer.
Kuminga moving the ball nicely. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jonathan inside. Putting it up and out. Bielitsa tipping it home. Jackson one game this year.
Well, that's how you know I've been watching a lot of Formula One.
That's it.
And I am British. I need to work on it.
Corey Joseph. Diallo. And that's one Kuminga will learn. If you're going to come to say, once they blow the whistle, you can foul Jordan as many times as he'll push. That's an underrated skill for a big to be able to push it like that because it set up the transition.
Gave him an opening.
So Jackson, 13 off the bench. It's equaling Jordan Poole's 13. JTA show and go. And Bielitsa missing there, but the ricochet right to Juan. Not out to anybody.
Exactly. He was trying to throw him a compliment, and Bielitsa was like, wait, you're sleep step from 5 as he's coming out. He's just like, thank you. he just knew what step was. Look at Bielitsa. Got the smaller defender on him in the post.
They clear aside, very smart. And here comes the double. So Bielitsa's got to get rid of it. Can they swing it to the other side? Moody will attack inside and finish. Gillian Hayes, the highest draft pick ever out of France. He was taken 7th, and Ware's number 7.
He's a really good playmaker, especially out of pick and roll.
And Bielitsa bothered Cunningham. The shot clock's down to 3. It got back to the rookie, and he put it in.
It went right back to the Pistons.
Coaches count that with the deflections to see how active guys are defensively. Wiggins.
They were just thrashing and ransacking teams. You know what's cool about that? The games are easy. Practice is where you really improve.
Yeah.
You get to go up against each other.
Cade Cunningham hitting the 3. I always think of like Jamal Crawford and Nate Robinson being high school teammates and things like that.
Well, I kind of wish I had those type of teammates because it almost makes you better. You understand early when the talent catches up to you, you have to do something else to separate yourself. It's the work ethic. You have to have a strategy in games to really stick out.
Wiggins on the kick out, but the ball didn't bounce up for Juan, and he lost it out of bounds.
There's a dead spot there on the court. I'm just kidding. I don't know that for sure. That's what it looked like.
Your Little Caesars has a little Boston Garden in it from way back when.
Well, because Juan Toscano has great hands.
Jackson's been hurting the Warriors. You don't have Frank Jackson with 16 points in the first half. That was not on the scouting report.
After the timeout, the Pistons have come out super aggressive here.
That one deflected, and then Wiggins touched it last. And to the point, Frank Jackson's a 29% three-point shooter, and he's 4 of 6 in the first half.
Exactly.
So the book is dare him, but he's making them.
But he shot well last season, too. Yep. So multiple guys on this team had good shooting years last year or are known as shooters that just are struggling this season. And Andrew Wiggins, he got his defender to top block him again, almost had that back door. You've seen Andrew Wiggins get that a bunch.
So the Warriors have had the initiative most of the game, but now Cade Cunningham coming alive. And so you look up and it's like, uh-oh, hey, here come the Pistons. We said undefeated at 3-0 and they make 14 threes. Well, they've already hit 9. Well, so the timeout to stem that Detroit run. Can the Warriors do a little something offensively in the final 5 minutes of the first half? Jordan Poole long and strong, and Cunningham with the rebound. Jeremy Grant only 4 points. He hasn't had to do too much.
3 seconds.
Isaiah Stewart kind of planted in the lane and never left.
He had a small defender on him. He wouldn't leave the lane. He was asking for it. They didn't find him until it was too late. He was in there too long.
He only has 1 shot attempt. He's like, hey, I'm doing all this work in here.
Feed me.
Jordan Poole all the way to the iron.
Yeah, Isaiah Stewart had to switch onto him. He wasn't ready to defend. Poole came off of there too fast.
They needed a scoring game for Jordan, and so far 15 on 6 of 9 shooting.
So far so good, kind of quelling the momentum a little bit.
Saddiq Bey and Wiggins, solid D. Jordan to Juan, but Killian Hayes opened up nicely and saw that pass. And then Wiggins knocked it away from Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant was a nice over-the-top move to get the ball over Jordan Poole, but Wiggins was waiting for him as soon as he brought that down. Watch Wiggins just wait for this one. Over the top. Oh, there's the ball. Gary Payton was going to bat that one off the board.
You had the foul on the bar.
And it's interesting. That's kind of how they've been as a team, just up and down. And this is one of the youngest teams in the league. So with younger players, it's no surprise that they've been super inconsistent on both sides.
The Warriors have to win games in different ways at times. This would be very unusual given the 4 guys missing the style they have to play. But Wiggins will get to the line again.
Well, Killian Hayes is a pretty good defender.